I'm impatient. So we're going to skip the next 7 minutes or whatever it showed there and get right into it. Why not, right? Let me get this pulled up so I can see your guys' chat. That was the wrong thing I just opened. And I just did it again. Oh, I'm having issues. Daddy's having issues. There we go. Now we're good. I'm back. So as you guys file in, let me know what you want to see, test. One thing I was going to test that I just forgot. Hold on, let's try something. Let me, if we don't go to control here. Okay, we can see people are live streaming it, right? Let me pull this up, close that. Let's go to Twitch. Oh, turn off that awful music. Go away. Let's see, if I click on this one, is there anything I can click on here? Do we see anything in here that we can use? That's what I'm curious. I'm wondering if the integration already launched. Or maybe it has to be like a partner, maybe?
The bitch back?
No? We're gonna get free advertising to these people as we go through these different channels. I'm not seeing anything. I was curious if the integration, excuse me, the other way around was working. Oh, looks like this person was using Parsec to play. Ooh, that's a very pixelated stream. Sorry, I just showed that off for you, buddy. This one? That's on PlayStation. So I'm wondering if someone has to be streaming it that way for it to work that. Oh no, there it is right there. I'm literally blind. You can click it right here. So can you not do it from someone's stream? Hold on, now that I see where that is. Oh. Oh no, that's just Discover, Luna.
Anyone else want a piece of this?
So while you're watching someone,
Step right up.
is there nowhere to do it? Discover, that's just that thing. What's up, Alex? What up, Eddie? Sitting in our parking lot waiting for wife and watching. Nice, dude. Appreciate it. So I was checking to see if the integration. So there's integration within Luna to pull up live streams from Luna. Alex, we're testing out Amazon's new Luna service. I got access today early.
Become best friends.
Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Warlock. And we're testing it out. It's basically Amazon's version of Stadia, but the model, like the game subscription model, is more like a Netflix or Game Pass. You pay a subscription per month, and you get access to a ever-growing and changing library, if that makes sense. So very Netflix slash Game Pass like. So anyways, what I was saying, Eddie, is you can see when I'm in the Luna app here, I can pull up these streams directly and like watch them. Although this part of it still doesn't seem to be working. I tried this earlier. But I was curious if it worked. Would you close? If it worked the other way. So if I'm watching a stream, there's no button here, but if I just search for control, let's see, and I go to the game, you can see right here, it has the button. So I'm going to assume it's going to be integrated into individual channels when they're streaming it, but it looks, well, hold on, let's click this. Should we see what happens? So that just opens it in the browser. Oh, and then it asks if I want to play it in the... Let's try that again. Allow. You guys are seeing all of this live. Close that. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? It's good to see you, Wallach. I don't know if it worked. I think I broke it. Oh, nope, there it goes. Okay, so you are able to launch it from the Twitch menu when you search a game. But I feel like their ultimate integration they're going to want is in when you're watching a stream, and there should be a button there, right? Hey, what's up, Regular? Click to play from game category. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like that's the only functionality right now.
This is gonna be weirder.
The load times are just as fast as Stadia. Again, because they're using server grade SSD. So that's good. To exit the game, you can see, although it's saying I'm a 360 controller, but I'm not. I'm using Xbox One, so I'm not sure why it shows it. It was showing Xbox One earlier. But see, it opens in the browser. I'm curious if I try this again, because it asked if I wanted to open it in the app. No, it just keeps doing it in the browser. I don't want to do it in the browser. Should be a way where it automatically opens up the app. I'm pretty sure it asked me that at some point, and then it just didn't do it. Okay, I'm going to check here one more time before we hop back into the actual app and see if there's a button here anywhere that I'm just completely blind and missing. If I switch to theater mode. No. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's integrated on. Again, I'm wondering if maybe it's just for partnered streams. That could be the case. Maybe there's a click to play button that only they get. Red performance is worse than Stadia? Is it? No, for me it's been exactly the same. Now it's maxed at, let's pause this for now. It's maxed at 1080p. All of them right now. So if we go to settings, we can see, let's go audio video. I do like this right here. So we not only have the option to change this is on the browser, the stream performance, so up to 4K is coming soon, as you can see here. We already knew that was coming soon. Defaults to the standard, so 1080p, up to 10 gigabytes per hour it uses. And then there's a limited option for those that maybe have bandwidth caps, data caps that they have to worry about, that they can click on. And then we have, actually, you know what I can do, Eddie? I just thought of something. And then we could change the audio here too. This I really like. The browser right now on Stadia, you can't do that. The only way it works is if it auto detects something that supports this, but I can actually force this on, which is good because my headphones have the virtual 7.1 using Dolby Atmos, so I still get the benefit of this. So I actually like this addition to it. Let's start at the beginning for those that didn't see this yet. So here's the home screen. You can see it has a rotating banner here that kind of rotates on its own, probably through like the top picks or maybe what's trending. Learn more here. The top row I like. It's the most recently played. It's just the 4. I'll have to see if it goes longer than that. Editor's picks, excuse me, probably like an Amazon recommended type thing. Yeah, I did notice that it uses more bandwidth. It's probably just not quite as optimized. Again, because Stadia has that VP9, right, that they bought specifically for that. Below the editor's picks, we have the Luna Plus channel. So this is their base channel you subscribe to. So for $5.99 a month, you get access again. It's like a Game Pass or Netflix type library where titles are changing periodically. Titles are getting added, going away. An ever rotating and updating catalog. And then we have newly added, so games that come in that week, I assume. Trending games, so the top ones being played right now. can see controls the most popular, and then my playlist, which you can see we can actually set up our own playlist. So there's no way to do multiple playlists. I wish I could do that because I would have a separate playlist of multiplayer games and then a separate playlist of single player or maybe even RPG or, break them down by theme or something like that so I could better organize my library. Because as this library grows, it becomes cumbersome to go through them, which we've seen on the CCU with Stadia, right? Like it's outrageously unusable right now with the amount of games on there. So having multiple playlists like this would be huge. Try to get a multiplayer match going in Grid. Yeah, I'll do that as well. Um, and then as I I mentioned a little bit of shade here, there is a search function, and you can search by title. So we can search Control, or we can search by theme. So if I put in RPG, like game type, bam, it pulls up RPGs or race or shooter. You get the point. I love this. That's actually very handy because if you're like, man, I feel like playing an old school like JRPG or something. I wonder if JRPG actually works. Oh, it does. Like a JRPG or something, and you just type it in, and bam, it does it. It's pretty cool. So let's try a couple things. So there is going to be a way to test on 2 different devices, just doing it here from my computer. So let's start this game, because I actually want to play this game anyways. I remember seeing this in development. Ghost of a Tale. This was like a very small development crew that was making a game where the main character was this mouse, and I remember it looking very good. Real quick before I dive in, something I pointed out to Eddie before that I liked was you can see in the description here. So they have the actual release date. I wish Stadia would start using that because right now it uses the release date. We're released on Stadia. This uses the actual one. Publisher, developer, gameplay type, and then it actually does show the video resolution too that it supports at this time, like the highest resolution. Again, they're capping everything at 1080p, but I would assume as they uncap it to 4K, some of these games you'll see 4K here. And then the inputs that can be used, languages, stuff like that. So I actually like that they included the video here because that's something we've been wanting on Stadia type service because we have to figure it out on our own, right? Let me do play now. This is the ad people were talking about. So you can see when it's first connecting, it pulls up the sponsored ad. Right now it's just the Luna controller. And then when the game actually starts, it goes away. It is a very limited time that actually shows up, but I am very curious what they're going to use that for in the long run. If it's Luna specific stuff, like maybe a banner for a new game, something like that, I wouldn't mind it as much. PlayStation and Xbox both do that on dashboards already. But if it's something outside of that, like actual company advertising, I would have a big issue with it. I would hate that actually immensely. Alright, so now we're using the controller. I played a little bit this earlier, and I can already tell I'm going to like this game. Alright, Eddie. So we'll do a test on the multiple device switching. See how that works. And then we'll try a multiplayer thing with like Grid. Oh, right now I'm hiding in this box from someone. I'm already seeing where it actually didn't save right. It was actually a different spot. Here's my little mouse dude. Look at him. Say, hi, Chet. Hi, look how cute he is. Yeah, this game actually looks good. I like to see it. I'm running on a 2K screen, so it looks a little soft for me because this is 1080p. You can still tell it looks pretty good, though. Okay, so now I have to go hide because this guy's coming. Like a little tutorial on this game. Yeah, go away, mouse. Or rat. It's like Secret and M. Mice are the good guys and rats are the bad guys. Ash is the rat, that's right. Let's try quick saving again. And we're back out. Okay, so while we've got that up, let me see if I pull up. What was the name of that game? What was it called? Ghost of a Tale. Let's see if I can do this. Ghost of a Tale. This one. It does have Play on Luna here right away. Oh, there's actually 80 viewers right now. Wow. I didn't think anyone would be streaming this. So we'll do Play on Luna here in the browser, and let's see what it does if I'm already in game. Okay, I can hear it booted me out of the game. Oh, I am back in here. So it didn't actually boot me out. Oh, but wait, it pulled it up back in here. Okay, hold on. So that wasn't a good test. Let's click on the Play Now in browser. Currently have a session open. This game open on another device. Here, let's try it anyways. See if it force closes it. Nope, it's going to the thing anyways. How else can I test this? Maybe if I just close it, right? Because Stadia we can just close out of it. So let's just do that. Let's just close that. Wait, we are in the browser now. So it did switch. Huh. Okay. I think if I exit this, let's see. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. So that does work. It doesn't boot you out. So I guess someone had heard that it will boot you out, but it actually doesn't. It's just letting you know that there's another instance already going. So I'm going to assume if you close that other instance, then it will make you reload. But yeah, you can switch between. So let's try it the other way. Let's open in the browser first. Let's do grid because Eddie wanted to see if there is. This only shows single player, by the way. Which if that's the case, there's no multiplayer. I'm going to assume it's just mislabeled. But this will be very curious if it's only single player. But let's try this first. Let's let that connect. Let's see what the deal is when we switch. And if anyone else wants me to test anything, please let me know. This is my first time really using it as well. So I'm curious. Grid. Sure, why not? New save game, please. Okay, I'm reading it, read. Everyone reads those, right? You should read those, like I did. Test loading time compared to the same game on Stadia. Yeah, what I'm curious is the loads seem the same, but I'm curious from when you push the button and it does that connecting the game and then loading, what the difference will be. So yeah, I do kind of want to do that. Load times are really fast though. It's definitely the... Oh man, you really can't skip this in the beginning? Oh, you totally can't. Oh my gosh. Alright, well let's watch this card video together while I read chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. I'll probably open both on the browser. Actually, I can do them each on maybe on each side of that screen. Okay, now can I play?
How can you top this season?
On the road to the Grid World Series, we can expect more action, more drama.
We have to go all through this tutorial first, don't we?
WSR.
Can I skip this? You'll need to complete in order to access the career mode after installation. Yeah, I want to quit. Can I go straight to multiplayer? That's what I'm curious about, game. Oh yeah, there we go, okay. So career, free play. So I don't think there actually is no multiplayer in Grid. Let me try something just to see. Lone, yeah.
Put that pinky down and put your tea
Yeah,
away,
there's
'cause
legit
it's
no
race day at
multiplayer.
Silverstone.
What
Kristen,
the
what are your thoughts?
Alex,
flying
never
curse word?
underestimate anyone who is
Sorry, race control are about to get some.
So let's go through all the games then. Why is it still showing 360 controller? That's crazy. Let's check these other games and see if there's other multiplayer games that I'm not thinking of. Let's open it back in. Let me open it in this app. You guys can see this intro. Oh, that's crazy if there's no multiplayer. I'll probably try that tennis game. What other games? Excuse me, sorry. Let me know if there's something else. Now that I look, I don't think there's any multiplayer games on here. Mini golf, maybe? Let's see. I was curious about this game anyways. This one came out in 2017. Again, I actually prefer that they put the real release date. Single player and local multiplayer. So they have the differentiating tag there. But again, this one only supports local. Hey, can we search by descriptors like that? No. Excuse me, that'd be too cool. Try Fury. Does that one have multiplayer? Let's see, which one is oh, this one. No, that's a single player. Oh, it looks cool. Looks really cool. 3 live streams of it, you can see. Action fighting. I want to try this multiplayer one real quick. Let's check this tennis. Single player, local multiplayer, local co-op. So we may have found the first big issue I'm seeing with this. That there is no multiplayer. It's hard for me to believe that that's just part of early access because all these games and their descriptors only show local multiplayer and single player. Brothers, single player. Overcooked. Local co-op. Sonic Mania, local co-op. Oh, some of this stuff with Luna so far is really good, and this multiplayer stuff is actually bad. There's many people that just really like multiplayer, especially on a game like Grid. That's nuts. I don't see anything else here that could possibly be multiplayer. Yeah, I don't think there is. I just don't think that's a part of the thing right now, which makes me wonder, maybe that's something they're rolling out, since this is early access. The Ubisoft isn't here, right? And a lot of Ubisoft games are multiplayer. Ghost Recon's, Rainbow Six, those games, which I feel like would have to have multiplayer, so maybe they're rolling that out at the same time. So when the Ubisoft channel shows up, maybe the multiplayer channel will show up. That's crazy that there's no multiplayer right now. All right, well let's try something. So let's pull up Stadia here. Metro Exodus. Where's all my games? Why is it only showing a few of these games? What did I do? What did I break? Oh, I know. I know what I did. I'm not going to be able to compare anything then. Okay, I'm going to have to do a comparison on the load times later. So I just realized I think my Pro ran out today and I have to update it, and I don't want to do that while I'm on stream. You can see it right here. It was literally today. And I haven't set it back up yet. All right, let's go back into Amazon Luna then. We'll check other things out. What other stuff do you guys want to see? So we've seen there's apparently no multiplayer right now. There's, yeah, I think that's also part of the early access though. I think this is a very dedicated test session they want to do. I could tell you some of the things I already like. Obviously the search bar, not just by name, but also by descriptor, RPG theme in that. I do like that a lot. I love this addition of a playlist. Stadia needs to add something like that, especially on the CCU, the Chromecast Ultra UI, just to make the menu more wieldy. And it is very indie heavy, as we're saying. Very, very indie heavy. Let's try the Sonic game. I haven't tried this one yet. And I'm still unsure how I feel about this sponsored thing right here. I like the UI alright. Oh my gosh, loud. Holy loud noises. I can't hear myself. Hurry, let me turn you down. Holy man, this game likes its sound. Okay, Sonic load time, by the way, to get into this one was nuts fast. Whoops, wrong button. Anyways, yeah, I like the UI. I like those bonuses of the search and then the playlist. I think that helps with the UI a lot. Okay, yeah, it's Sonic. I don't feel like playing Sonic right now. I like their game description pages a lot. Like I said, I like that they show these details, like the video, the actual release date, stuff like that. The live streams listed here, which I'm pretty sure Stadia wants to do the same thing with YouTube, right? Which will be really nice. These don't currently work right now. Like I can pull this up. Oh wait, hers is working. The others I tried didn't work. This is great because you can be like, I don't know if I'm going to like this game or not, like when a brand new game comes out. So you can just watch someone actually playing it from within the Luna app. And then you can just kind of click anywhere on the screen to close it out. That's cool. That's literally the first one that worked. This one worked too. Oh, you can follow right from here too. That's great for content people, by the way. Cool, okay. Some of these I feel like it wasn't, see like this one's offline. So I don't think this refreshes often enough. You can see all these are offline now. This is the issue I was having earlier. It's just because they were last playing this game. So that's an issue they are going to have to fix. So it looks like if the picture's here, that means they're currently playing it. Although this guy's playing Overwatch. He just mistitled the stream. Okay, cool. What else do you guys want to see? The lack of multiplayer takes away a lot of stuff that I can test, actually. Someone pointed out earlier, and it was a great thing to point out. I hadn't even thought of yet because this kind of goes along with multiplayer. There's no party system or friend system. So I'm wondering if that's going to be incorporated into Twitch. You know how you can add friends on Twitch? If it's just going to take that existing friends list and mix them together, and then maybe they have some kind of chat outside of game. Because obviously there's no multiplayer or anything for a chat inside of game. Who knows? Maybe that will roll out the same time as... Oh my gosh, I have so many questions now. Whoops. Now that I know that's not working. They allow you at all to invite others under the beta early access like State of the Buddy passes? No, there's none of that. Like if I go to settings just to make sure, there's a controller. This is where you can add your Amazon Luna controller if you grab one. Basic account stuff, check your subscriptions, your purchases, stuff like that. Parental control is kind of nice if you want your kids to use it. You can set up a PIN, but then you can also turn off particular ESRB ratings, so they only have access to certain things. Excuse me. Audio video quality, went over these. These are good. I love having these audio. Let's see, account linking. Help and feedback. There's no addition here, and no. It looks like they turn off enhanced logging automatically. So no, it doesn't look like any way to get people added. I know it's a rolling like invite though, so I would expect eventually everyone to get in. Just probably not right at the beginning. I bought the control. I did, and then I canceled it right away. I'll probably get it later. I had read that you can only use it after your trial is done. So I have to wait for the trial to end, and then I'll probably grab it. Because I do want to kind of test it out. Although playing it with the controller, I really don't feel any latency. The other thing I've noticed is in this app, you can't use the controller. It's not native with the app. So like to switch through things, it doesn't do anything, which kind of sucks because for people that maybe have their PC hooked up to their TV or something and just want to relax, you can't do that. You have to use mouse to get through these. I'm assuming that's going to be updated. I know Stadia had a similar issue in the beginning on the browser. The browser one, you couldn't do that, but the fact that this is a separate app and it still doesn't allow that is kind of stupid. I would assume it's because it's a browser-based app. Let's try something else though. While you all think of questions, let's try Metro, because this one's iffy on the controls on every platform. Controls just don't feel great. Try some Metro. I love these games. I've never finished them. Because I'm the worst. So this happened to me earlier. I don't know if you could see it on your end, but it's happening on my end. It's almost like a skipping. And it's only this game. Yeah, it's definitely happening. Here, let's try this again. I haven't been able to replicate any other game, so I'm wondering if it's a game-specific thing. Let's say bad, unplayable. Choppy video, poor quality. Let's try it again, though. See if that was just a bad instance. Takes to ship the controller because it's more than 7 days. Well, no, I would get the controller in 2 days. So I was just going to wait a few days. Yeah, it showed me getting it right away. But I'm curious. Again, I don't feel... It's pretty indiscernible. I mean, obviously there's latency there because you're playing over the internet, but it's very playable and hardly noticeable using the Xbox controller. So I am curious how much better it would feel with the Luna controller. Oh, there it goes again. See that? There's a skip right there. Yeah. Worse and worse. And it's this game. Here, let's try a different game and make sure. Let's try one I haven't tried yet, just to see. Let's try this mini golf game. Everyone loves mini golf. I don't know. I just saw someone post it. Unless that's what you're saying, is someone said you wouldn't get to use it until after the trial, and I misunderstood what they were saying, which totally might be the case. So I might actually grab it. Yeah, see, this game doesn't do that. So it looks like the skips freezes on Metro that I'm seeing is specific to that game only right now. I do like the art style on this mini golf game. Oh my gosh. So I'm kind of a nerd and love mini golf games, but they're definitely more fun with people. Oh wait, I want to go. Could I get those crystals maybe? Maybe I want to get those. Oh, not that. It's this one. Oh, look at that. First try. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's just Metro Exodus, though, Alex. That's why it's weird. It's something specific with that game that's causing an issue. Because every other game I've tried, it's been fine. Hey, we did it, guys. We made a hole-in-one our very first try. There's no way that's beginner's luck. I'm just that good. Excellent. No issues. Let's go back to the library. What else should we try? Control, I know, works fine, works well. Looks like it has like low RTX settings on there. Very low. Let's try the Surge. Actually, I haven't played this one, but it's pretty popular. Oh, Brothers next? I can do that next. No, because Control's actually, I think, harder than that game. And Control's fine. I think it's just something with that particular game. It's weird on these things because even on Stadia, if you try playing dual screen, you get network stability issues, even though it has nothing to do with the network, because it just doesn't like dual screen. There's just weird things sometimes with these. But I'll get through all these games so I can give them some actual feedback and just say, hey, this game, it doesn't work. It's basically, I mean, it is unplayable if it keeps doing that. That was a long load time for Surge 2. Right? That's what I'm saying. That seemed forever long.
What if machines were pure? A basic universal concept.
Can I skip? Yep, don't need to know the story. I'm just looking at it. Skip. This game has much loading. Much loading screens. Yeah, that works. I'll play that guy right there. Our customized character.
Medical report TS1. Our new patient has been in a semi-delirious state for weeks.
Yeah, skip again. I mean, it looks alright. Looks pretty good. Very curious to see how their 4K works. Most of us know Stadia's 4K works phenomenally well. I'm curious to see how Luna's works. This one can get like graphically intensive as well, and again, not having the issues that Metro Exodus has repeatedly. Feels fluid. Again, basically indiscernible. Latency, it's there, but totally playable. Thank you, Dazu. Appreciate that.
Prisoners stay in their cells. Robotic guards have been deployed.
I like that. Look around, look inverter. Target lock, block attacks. I'm not paying attention to any of this. Am I supposed to attack you? Oh, I am. You're a bad dude. What's in here? Give me health. You know he did. Yeah, looks good, feels good. Alright, let's get out of this. That game doesn't have an issue. No issues. Someone wanted to see Brothers. Yeah, latency to me feels exactly the same as Stadia, honestly. I would say xCloud is close, but still a little bit behind both of them. And actually like Xbox a lot, but their cloud tech, I feel like latency-wise, it's just a smidge behind. No, playing with controller right now, you can actually play with either. Some games look like they only support controller. It looks like they're open to only supporting mouse and keyboard or only supporting controller or doing both. Most of the games I've tried, though, are both. Brothers is fine. This is a great game, by the way, if no one's played it. It's like a dual stick controller, so you control two brothers using both thumbsticks. Looks pretty good. Again, on my end, it's a little soft because my screen is 2K. And the game's right now capped at 1080p. But otherwise looks good. Details good. Can you link a Stadia controller? I can't link one, but you bring up a good point about seeing if I can use one. I'm assuming I can. Let's see, actually. Let me grab mine and plug it in. If I can find a plug for it. Let's see, I need to find a cord though. Where be a cord? Aha, I found one. You guys get to watch this sad stuff happening while I try to set up the Stadia controller to see. Enjoy the tears. I like that Stadia Force controller. This way I can play BL3 myself with the controller. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's unplug that so it disconnects. Plug this in. And plug this in. It's like Simlish they're speaking. Okay, controller's plugged in. Let's see once this thing ends if I can actually use it. We're finally about to get to a part where I can actually do something. I still love the feel of the Stadia controller. It's such a good feeling controller. Nope. Doesn't look like I can. Let's try it if I relaunch a game though once it's been plugged in, because that might be part of the issue. Like it doesn't see it. But it also may not work. It was fine. Let's try a game where I get into it quicker though. What was the one that got in there fast? Let's just try this tennis game again. If that gets in there fast, I can get into a game. So I've noticed every time a game first launches, it does that network issue detected thing, like while it's connecting to it, and then it's gone. It's like that initial, yeah, it does not see the Stadia controller at all. So nope, can't use that. Now we know. We plug this back in. Makes sense because it doesn't play nice with Windows drivers anyways. Here we go, resync the Xbox controller up. Yeah, and that one, and then we're good. Okay. So that answers that question. No Stadia controller usage. FYI, you can relaunch a connection by transferring the session to another device and then back to... Yeah, I tested that earlier. So someone had thought that it closed it completely, but it does not do that. You can switch seamlessly between them, and it won't close it out and force you to restart. So I can do that again just to show people. Let me try it again with this game. Heyo Tennis 2. You can see on Twitch here that Play Luna button. Whoop. Again, it doesn't show up in people's streams, which I find odd. But it does show up when you're doing the game search. Let's close that out. So let's see, I'm on here. Let's go back into the game here. Let's launch it here. I am in cloud gaming. Been testing it out. We're finding some things we like and definitely some things we don't like. See how it always shows that network issue when it's first connected in the very beginning and then it goes away? That's odd. I'm assuming just a early access thing. Continue.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Oh, Derek, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Did we just become best friends? Yep.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
LunaCast, thanks so much. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate that very much. So we're doing another test of switching from session to session. I did it earlier and it seemed like it worked. We're going to do it again just to make sure. And the best way for me to test that is I have it open in the Luna app, and then I'm going to open it in the browser. So let's pause it here. Go to the app and try launching it from here. It will say I'm already, oh, it's going to try launching in the app again, isn't it? Maybe? Or did it actually open it in the browser? Did that work already? No, it did not. Play now in browser. It defaulted to the app again. So you can see I get this warning. You currently have a session for this game open on another device. So we won't close that one. We're just going to click start this game. So it should close that one now and now open it in the browser, which it looks like it just did. Maybe? Oh yeah, it did. Okay, so you can see it there. So here's the Luna one. You can see it closed out there. Excellent, no issues. And now if we go to the browser one, there it is. So it does not close it out. It just, I guess, goes to the next one. Yes, exit game. Let's try it with a different game. Let's do it the other way. I know it switches between them so fast. Let's try it with control. I do want to play more control anyways. So we noticed there's no multiplayer, like at all.
What? Did we just become
Well, I
best
should say
friends?
online multiplayer. So there's local co-op. There is no online multiplayer on any of the games. Even Grid, the racing game, doesn't even have the option in-game. There's no party or chat system outside of the games or friend system. So like I mentioned earlier, I don't know if it's something they're going to be adding the same time they bring in the Ubisoft Plus channel, and maybe that's why it's not out yet. Because they want to release the multiplayer at the same time, because obviously a lot of Ubisoft's games, their strong suit is multiplayer. Thank you so much for the follow, Furry. So I'm very... Oh, did it just crash, or did it open it in the app? Nope, it crashed. We just saw our first crash. Let's skip feedback for now. Let's try that again. So yeah, I don't know if that's coming with Ubisoft. I mean, I feel like it would have to be. If they're going to have multiplayer, it's going to have to come with Ubisoft stuff. Or what? Yeah, it's pretty crazy though. We discovered that earlier when we went to Grid and some other ones to see if there was cross-platform. And there's just no multiplayer at all in any game. All right, let's try this again, game, without you crashing. I expect some bugs periodically and some features missing because, again, we are in early access period, just like we saw with Stadia. They kind of rolled stuff out over time. But the fact there's no multiplayer yet is kind of worrisome. Like none of those things are in place yet.
And guess what? I love you. I love you.
Oh,
I
Furry,
love
thank you so much for
you.
subscribing. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
This is gonna be weirder than usual.
Okay, so while that's going, is it going? Yeah, it is going. Okay, so let's try.
So here I am.
Let's see, we're in the browser. Let's go to the... You are streaming this game on another device. Would you like to continue playing here?
I know I should.
Oh, and it's actually asking me this time.
I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that...
Let's see, it's connecting. It's closed the browser.
It's led
Oh yeah,
to
so it's seamless. So again, someone had reported that it would close it out. I think it was that 9 to 5 Google that reported that. It does not close out the session. It does seamlessly go from device to device without closing it out.
on the wall.
So that's good.
We stare at it and we think...
Oh yeah, no lag at all. It really does feel just as good as Stadia. I'm curious to see how the 4K works though. And again, there's no multiplayer that we're seeing yet. And no party chat system or friend system. Or achievement system.
A landscape, a famous person.
Yeah, agreed, relevant.
In that movie, what is it called? The
And what's up,
prison
Chariot?
movie.
Great to see you.
The room's a cell.
Here, and we'll do it one more time.
It's different.
Let's go
each of
back.
us. It can be beautiful.
Let's go back one more time. Should we try it 3 times? See how many times we could switch back and forth without it breaking.
To distract us from the truth.
The part that is really good to me. So when I've switched on Stadia doing it this way, the resolution in the beginning when you switch is blurry at first, but I've noticed on here it clears up faster. And maybe it's just because I'm running a 1080p right now because we don't have 4K. Oh, although we are getting some graphical stuff. Oh, I think I broke it.
But sometimes,
I think I managed to break it.
sometimes something crawls out from behind the
Here, we'll switch it one more time.
And the ones that see it happen
Now I'll go back to the app and try it.
and try to forget what they saw.
Connecting again, and there it's back in there.
Why did you bring me here?
The app seems to work better overall than the browser. I have noticed that as well. I actually prefer an app. I wish Stadia would just release a Windows app. This thing's only 2 megabytes. Like it's nothing to install. And it feels so native. I don't know how they do this stuff. It's like Stadia. Like, how do they make it feel this this damn good. It should be like physically impossible. When I was looking at this earlier, it looked like there was low setting ray tracing. Look at some of these reflections, but it might just be like that one's in there. I'm pretty sure it is low setting RTX. Trying to see if that's reflecting in there. I don't think it's just screen space, but maybe it is actually. Oh yeah, no, never mind. It is screen space, it looks like. We'll have Digital Foundry take a look at it. They'll be able to tell us real quick. Yeah, it might just be screen space.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
I don't know though. See, I look at some of this other stuff. I think it might be low setting. The painting, the board. Like very low resolution, low grade RTX. Comparing them though, latency wise feels the same. Models are completely different. So if it's easier to swallow a Netflix / Game Pass type model, you may like the Luna model better. If you like buying individual games and just owning the individual game, you may like the Stadia version better. Again, they have like a Stadia has an Xbox Live Gold or PS Plus kind of subscription model, right? But you can also buy the game separate, where this looks to be just like a sub model, where they have this Game Pass type sub right now, and then you'll have different channels you can buy later. The Ubisoft one coming first, which is like Uplay Plus on PC. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's low setting ray tracing. The game looks great on here. I'm not noticing any like artifacting.
Thanks.
No real slowdown.
Got it.
This is a gorgeous game too. No like desync between audio and video.
You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you,
Shadows are low, it looks like. Just looking at his hair.
take them behind the sauna,
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
Yeah,
That's
see, you
bad.
could see him
I
reflecting
know what you're thinking.
the movement.
If there's an axe murderer around,
It's
that's it.
very low though. Cool. What other game should I try? So we've switched between the app and the browser like 4 times in a row. No issues, it looks like. Doesn't close it down. Let's try a different game. Let me save this first though, because I don't want to keep starting at the beginning. Can I save here? No, I can't. Well, maybe if I just quit. Here, let's do that. Try tennis. I was just playing tennis earlier. I've gone to that tennis game like multiple times. For those that maybe want to see the, let me relaunch the app so you can see how it starts up. Some people hadn't seen that yet. So let me close this out. Amazon Luna. There you go. That's the intro. And then you're in. Quick start on the app as well. Grid I tried. The problem is you have to go through that stupid tutorial thing. I might try it again just to go through it. Ghost of a Tale. I'm going to be playing that one on here because I've always wanted to play that one. I want to try something new I haven't tried though, just to see. What's this one? What's Pillars of Earth? Oh, that's an adventure puzzle game. We don't want to do that one. Not right now anyways. Should we try Metro again? Just to see if it was like a weird issue? Just to see if it works? Or if we see... Because again, every time we've tried this, we get skipping in audio and video. We've tried every other game. Those have been fine. try Redout next? Okay, I'll try that after this one. Let's see if it starts doing it. Yep. Hear it immediately. The sound breaking. Let's go all the way to the game and just make sure it's not this intro. How about that? Make sure that for some weird reason the intro is broken. It's like they have a bad instance of this one particular game. The skips in the video are hardly noticeable, but you can definitely hear it. Can I skip this? I thought I could skip this. This is such a pretty beginning with the music. What it reminds me of is the old Halo Dream commercials. I don't know if any of you liked those commercials with this kind of soft music where they had that diorama Halo commercial with him holding the Covenant grenade at the end. I think maybe it was Believe. I think it was the Believe commercials. It was so good. Such a beautiful commercial. Okay, there we go. Now we can skip. So I was probably unskippable because it was a load. Okay, so here, I'm not hearing it or seeing it. So I wonder if it was just in that initial intro. Like there's some weird bug in that first load.
It has been years since anyone's heard anything but static and white noise on the radio. Who could still?
Yeah, agreed, Lunicast. Very beautiful.
My wife, my comrades from the Order, my friends, people from my station. Nobody believes me. They are sure that there's nothing on the radio. Sure that save for us, who hid in Moscow Metro, there were no survivors of the last war.
So,
we are alone on this planet.
One of the things I'm not loving about this Luna app, and for those that stream, it'll mean more. When you capture the Luna app, it captures the base app, but not the window that opens when the game starts.
There's still a habitable place.
Which is why I'm having to do display capture, which is kind of annoying. Let's try it. You can hear my spacebar when I jump. That's about as instantaneous as you can get, especially considering it's playing over the internet. These guys at these cloud companies are wizards, I tell you. Maybe? Yeah, maybe. It's just that initial load, and now we're fine. Now we're playing the game. It looks great. Yeah, agreed. I don't have a Fire Stick. What I'm probably going to do is hook up my PC to my computer, like I have been doing for Stadia, and see how it works. This is a game so I will say this feels better to me than it did in the beginning on Stadia, without tweaking settings. So for a lot of you that played on Stadia, it was like pretty mandatory. You had to adjust some settings. And maybe there's some settings they tweaked in the beginning, but this already feels really good. What I'm really curious about though is the 4K. I want to see how the 4K is going to run. Look at those nasty spiders. Out of the way, spider webs. What's with the creepy laughing, by the way, when you... Yeah, like the turning and stuff definitely feels better than it did. It's interesting. I think this is the first game where I'm feeling this actually feels better. I'm gonna have to try it again on Stadia. It could be the controller difference too. I never quite got used to the feeling of the Stadia controller with the parallel thumbsticks as opposed to the offset. That scared the crap out of me. You just eat me? Could have sworn I was hitting the button. I didn't hit the button, apparently. I was looking at chat, and while I was doing that, it said hit the X button. Lunacast, thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate it very much. Loving your guys' new show.
What?
It's good stuff.
Best friends?
Oh, thank you for the follow, Storm. We appreciate that very much. Did we just become best friends? Yep. You're over here somewhere. There you are. Where's your little friend that I saw over here? Hunt you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Stupid, scary wolf things. You'll have to come on and give us your first thoughts. Yeah, I'd be happy to. My pleasure. I'll try to work it out just because of the time difference to where it works with work. That's a lot of work in the same sentence. But yes, I would absolutely love to. I love your guys' stuff. All right, let's. This seems to be working fine. Should we try another game? Should I save it? Let's save it first. Quick save. I thought it was a bad game, but it looks like it's just that initial load, which is crazy. All right, exit game. Let's see. What should we try next, all? And if there's any questions you have, you want me to look at, anything like that, please let me know. Let's try a few more of these live little things and see if they're working. Yep, looks like it. Again, I can't stress how good this is for content creators, where people can just, in the game description, just bam, follow from here, from within the app. That's nuts. Let's see what happens. If I click this, okay, it does take me to the browser.
Detention lol.
Okay.
Put in the corner lol.
That's so cool. This integration's really cool. Look at that. It's nuts. It's nuts. That's nuts, all. Oh yeah, Redout. Thank you for the reminder. What is Redout? It's a racing game. So you can see single player, local multiplayer, no online multiplayer. This one supports 5.1 audio though. That's the first one I've seen that supports that, which is good. So you can see in my settings, I'm actually set up at 7.1 because I have 7.1 Dolby Atmos headphones. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see how it works. I'll add it to my playlist too, so you can see that. So you can see I did that and automatically adds it here to a playlist I set up. Let's just launch it from that. Connecting. The other thing I'm unsure about on the Luna controller, because I may wait on it, is the one thing I love about the Xbox controller is their accessories app. Again, you guys that follow me on Twitter, you know this is an issue I have. I'm left-handed, so shooters and things like that, I need the aiming to be on my left thumbstick and the movement to be on the right thumbstick, which for most of you is completely opposite, but that's what I need being left-handed. And the Stadia controller, and I'm assuming the Luna controller at least, doesn't let you switch that. With the Xbox controller, there's an app on the console, on PC, everything, where I can switch it on the fly. That's one of the big reasons I usually use the Xbox controller on all these platforms. Okay, this looks cool. This looks like a super hyper speed racing game. See, like this one, I would switch the thumbstick because I'm used to driving with the left thumbstick. Now it's the right thumbstick. Loading in was quick. Okay, playing with my right hand is very different. This reminds me of old school, like, my gosh, what is that game? Not Wipeout. Is it Wipeout? Might be Wipeout. I am playing with the wrong finger right now, though, and it's making it very difficult. Oh, that freaked me out. I thought it was flying through the air. This game's really loud. I don't know if you can't hear me, I can turn it down. Me hitting the corners isn't a latency thing. It actually feels pretty spot on. Whew. Hey, listen to that. My headset's about to die. Trying to plug. Oh, that hurt. I'm gonna plug that bad boy in. Oh, can't see right there. This is a game that kind of proves out the tech because you're going so fast. You should be seeing a lot of artifacting. I am not seeing that much. I'm seeing some macro blocking up in the sky, but in a racing game, how often am I going to be staring at the sky? That's for the Digital Foundry people to complain about. If I'm playing a racing game staring at the sky, I'm not going to win very many races. I don't really see it anywhere else, though. Did I finish? Yeah, we did it! That game's pretty sweet. I could see playing that more. I like it. Good choice, Relevant. Let's try a different one. Back to the main menu. That started really fast. Does this take me back to the app? Yeah, that worked. Okay. No issues. The sports looks like it's another tag. So these look like these are the tags you can search on. So if I do sports here, yeah, mini golf, tennis, and Redout. Very cool. Although it doesn't pull up grid, which is interesting. So grid must not be have sports on there as well. Yeah, no, just racing. Cool. What other questions and stuff you guys have, or what other games you want me to try? I can do this for a bit more, and then we can shut down the stream. I wanted to do a longer run to really kind of deep dive into what we might want to take a look at. Let's try a couple other games. This one, I played this for the first time on Stadia and absolutely loved it. I'll probably play through it again on here just to test it. 1080p on this one. Man, I really want to test out 4K on here. Oh yeah, let me plug in my headset that is dying. Yeah, I could try that one next. I'll plug in my headset real quick. Yeah, these SteamWorld games, like all of them, are so good. If you haven't played them, I highly recommend them. This one I like because I'm a big fan of the turn-based, like JRPG style. That's what this one is. God, the latency is so spot on.
Time to get ready for bed, son.
Let's skip all this. Skip, skip. Get right to the movement, and then we'll try the Luminous Remastered. Oh, you got a first badge too. Furry, congrats. I'm surprised those aren't all gone already. I thought they would be. This game's so great. I just want to test out the movement and everything real fast. Yeah. Skip, skip, skip. We're not playing you right now. Oh, forgot I can skip it. Here we can listen again. Latency. It's so spot on. Okay, cool. Let's try. Yeah, no artifacting, switching between things. Oh, maybe a very split second, but can't really notice it. Yeah, that's quick. They have a good codec, that's for sure. Really good codec. Alright, let's go to that Luminous. Remastered. Let's do it by search, make it faster. There you go. Is anyone streaming it? Nope. Oh look, they also have more games by the developer. So if you like a particular developer at the bottom here, it looks like you can go through all of theirs. That's nice. So things like Ubisoft or EA or other developers that come here, you can try out other games if you like them. I like that. It's good for the devs. Alright, we'll try. Oh my gosh, that was loud. Scared the bejesus out of me. We'll try a couple more games. If anyone has any other questions or anything you want to see, then I'll shut it down. I think we got a good feel for how well it works. Some of the stuff that's missing, they need to add. I feel like the tech, much like Stadia, is spot on. I'm going to turn this sound down because it is really loud. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hitting buttons to get this started. Oh, wait, what's happening? Oh! Oh, it's like Tetris where can I... Oh, you can turn it. Neat. So I'm a huge fan of Tetris, so I could see myself really liking this. Let's do this one. Music's catchy too. Bam, bam. Bam. I'm on a roll. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm on a roll. Just gotta mix them up ahead of time. Does it do any on a line like that or no? No, it does not. Okay, well now I know. Let's do this one. that there, so that falls down there, and then it did some weird thing. Don't know what's happening. Maybe someone that knows this game can tell me what I'm actually supposed to be doing. Let's go there, and then there. Wait, how did that not? Oh, I messed that one up. Whoops. See, I did a mess up. All right, cool. I was getting mesmerized by that, chat. That was completely mesmerizing. I was actually really enjoying that with that music. Great choice, Fury. Or Fury. I called you Fury the first time, didn't I? My apologies. All right, let's see. What should we try next? Try one more? What's this one? What's Deponia Doomsday? It's an adventure puzzle. It looks like when it's someone streaming it so I can see. No. Some of these that I'm not sure about, I should check and see if they're being streamed. Ukulele. My thoughts, the tech is great. The tech works phenomenally well. Very similar to Stadia. There are some good things that does Stadia doesn't do. This is one of them. The automatic Twitch integration within the app. So I don't have to leave the Luna app and I can watch streams of these games being played to see what it's like. So I know if I want to hop in or not. You can launch directly from Twitch straight into Luna. The model is also different. You're getting a full like Game Pass or Netflix style model where you subscribe for a monthly fee and get an ever-evolving, ever-changing, ever-growing library of games. And then additional channels that can be added. So like this first one is the basic channel, and it's called the Luna Plus channel, as you can see here. And that's all of the, really like the Game Pass, your standard Netflix, Amazon Video Prime would be a good way to look at it, where you have your standard stuff you can watch, but then you can add other channels. And one of the first ones coming is the Uplay, the Ubisoft channel, which is basically Uplay Plus from the PC. But yeah, tech very similar, models very different. We don't have 4K yet. We're using the standard 1080p. 4K apparently is coming soon. And there's also a limited option also coming soon. It does support up to 7.1 or 7.1, which is I like a lot. And you can actually select it from here. So you don't need to have some kind of system set up where it auto selects it like it does on Stadia. I like that I can force it because my headphones actually do support 7.1 surround, but Stadia doesn't recognize that. Thanks so much for the follow, Chariot. Trying to think of what else. We found out there's no multiplayer right now, which is mind-boggling to me. No online multiplayer. There is local, but there is no online multiplayer for any game, even a racing game like Grid here. There's just single player. There's just local multiplayer, local co-op, no multiplayer. No party system, no chat system, no achievement system. Although to be fair, it took Stadia some time to get an achievement system as well. So yeah, some things that are good, and then some things that are not good. It sounds eerily similar to when Stadia rolled out, and we're like, okay, the tech works, but there's a lot missing. So very similar situation. So Impossible Lair, let's try that. So yeah, that's kind of my rundown. Wait, is Impossible Lair on here? Oh, it's not. I don't think it is. Oh, you're saying Ukulele, the Impossible Lair. Gotcha. Let's try that one then. You can see I really like this. Like if I want to be like, what's this game like?
The guy that told me to leave him
I can
alone
watch
or
it
whatever
live.
he said.
Like this guy's little cam. That's so great for content creators. I absolutely love that to help smaller streamers, especially streaming some of these older games. This
There,
is
okay?
so
Don't
great.
explode yet.
So great. I'm all about those small streamers. I'd love to get them more attention. All right, let's try this real quick. And we'll end on Yooka-Laylee, the Impossible Lair. Unless you guys have any other questions while we're trying this out. I played one of these on Xbox, I'm pretty sure, and enjoyed it. I do need me some 4K though, that needs to come out. The multiplayer thing is just the absolute most mind-boggling to me. It has to be just this early access that it's not here. And it's coming the same time as Ubisoft. Like, it's gotta be. It makes no sense. But again, this tech, spot on. Dynamic duo. Love this art style. This looks great. Help me stop capital B. He's created a B-Mind control device. The Hive Mind. Wow, all these puns. So many puns. Sounds fancy. Should we be worried? Yes, he will use it to enslave all the bees in the royal state. Oh my gosh. Pun overload. Last thing capital B needs is a larger workforce. Capital B reminds me of is it Groot? Not Groot. Gruul. Isn't it Gruul from the Minions movies? I'm thinking of. He very much looks like him. Oh, that nearly hurt us. Just warming up. Crusader jump. Look out for traps. Okay. Oh, see, I would normally switch my thumbsticks here in the app, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now because we're almost done. Feel spot on. Let's see. So you can hear it again, latency. Spacebar. Spacebar. It's latency's obviously got to be there due to physics, but it's basically indiscernible. So it's good stuff. All right, see ya, Chariot. Hey, on my way, Q. Oh. Yeah, this looks good, plays well. Oh, I see, to roll. Oh, you can roll again while you're down there. Got it. Ooh, that was close. Is the point kind of like Sonic where you just like roll through things? Hold on, can you go down if I hit? No. Oh, I see what it's saying. Spin and then jump. Okay, cool. I have to play this one more. Well, thanks all for all those that stopped by. I can't think of anything I need to go over. We tested a bunch of stuff. Was a good time. All the games seemed to work fine. Excellent, no issues. We've seen the stuff that works well. We've seen the stuff that needs to be improved. Now I would expect, since this is early access, we'll see it get updated on a pretty regular basis. So as things change and things get updated, I'll throw a quick stream up just to show off maybe the updates, changes, new games that get added, stuff like that. So we'll kind of watch it as it progresses. But thanks again, all. Have a good one. Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for all the follows and subs, guys. I really do appreciate it. All right. See y'all.